Pesachim Daf Tezvav. Today's email comes from Avram Zora from Kiryat Sefer. He says, "Dear Rebelli, although I've completed Daf Yomi the previous cycle, I'm new to your shir, which I enjoy immensely. I find the shir entertaining and stimulating. The colorful charts really add to one's comprehension, particularly on complex subjects like Tuma and Tahara. I'm aware that copies of the charts are available on WhatsApp channel. However, I don't have WhatsApp access. You want to know where else can you find the charts? And the answer is we have it as well on our app that you can find at the App Store, 8-Minute Daf, and we're working on the website as well. Once again, Yeshua for creating such a highly stimulating shir. Kol Tuv, Avram Zara of Kiryat Sefer. What does this unbelievable sugi of Tum and Tahara have to do with Masechtas Pesachim? The Gemara wants to correlate chametz that's not tamei. Can you burn it with chametz that's tamei? Since anyway, in a few hours you're going to burn the chametz. Rav Meir, according to Rish Lakish, learned from Rabbi Yeshua's halacha, and that is in a case where you have a vat, a wine vat. This is where you press the wine. There's an upper level and a lower level. You have a barrel in the upper level that's leaking truma that's tar. And when it leaks, it's going to hit the bottom vat. And in the bottom vat, you have chulin that's tamei. So eventually, this wine is going to become tamei. Can you save your wine with a cup, with a kli that's tamei, and be metame the wine with your hands right before it becomes tamei on its own? The halacha is, we paskin like Rabbi Yeshua, who argues with Rabbi Lazar, the famous story that Rabbi Lazar was a shamuti, he was put in nidus. The halacha is always like Rabbi Yeshua when he argues with Rabbi Lazar. And that is, if you can go get a kli from your house that's tar, you must go to your house, get a kli, even if that means you're going to lose most of the wine, you'll only be able to save a reviz. If not, you can be metame with your own hands. Says Remeir, if so, by chametz as well. Since anyway, in a bit, you're going to burn your chametz, so burn it right now, even though you're causing tumah with your own hands. Says Rabbi Yossi, I disagree. When it comes to wine, there's a great monetary law. So Chachamim allowed you to catch the wine with a tamei kli. But by chametz, there's no monetary loss. What are you going to say? There's a few pieces of wood, you're going to have to make an extra fire? That's nothing. We're not going to be matter for that. Another thing says Rabbi Yossi, I can't bring any raya from Rabbi Chananya Zgan HaKohanim and from Rabbi Kiva, both in the Mishnah. Chananya Zgan HaKohanim says, in a case where you have a piece of meat that's only a shlishi, it's a very weak tumah, you could burn it together with a rishon, even though you're increasing the tumah from a shlishi to a sheni. Why? Because both pieces of meat are tamei. Rabbi Kiva says, I could burn oil that's a shlishi in a ner, in a candle, that it's a piece of metal that's avat tumah, is going to create a rishon, going to increase the level of tumah. Why? Because both are possible. But over here by chametz, the chametz is completely tar, so you can't bring any raya that you're allowed to burn it biyadai. If the truma, says the Gemara, let's say was a case that the truma is sheni, you could burn it with a rishon. That I agree with you. But to say that the truma is only tali, it's a suffix, I'm not going to allow you burn a suffix with real tamei. Why? Because what if Eliyahu Hanavi comes and tells us that this tamei truma is not tamei in fact? What happens if you have a barrel of wine that developed a suffix? You don't know if it's tamei or tar. What do you do? So there's a machlekes mikatza lakatza. Do you have to take care of it, cover it, bring it to a safe place? Or no, the opposite. Let it become more tamei so you can know what to do with it and burn it. The question is, how do we read the word mishmeres trumoisai or trumosi? Is it plural or singular? If the Torah is saying it's plural, the Torah is saying you have to safeguard truma, even if it's, of course, if it's tar, but even if it's not tar, if it's a suffix. And if you say it's singular, according to Rabbi Yeshua, trumosi, it's, you don't have to safeguard it. Therefore, you can go ahead and let it become tamei. So you can't bring a raya to chametz from this. You can go ahead and burn chametz that's tar together with tamei, because over here, all you're doing is you're allowing it to become tamei if somebody else comes along and touches it. But that's just a grama. Over here, we want to say that with your own hands, you're putting the chametz into the fire and creating tumah. That's different. The way to summarize the following sugya is that according to Rabbi Yochanan, something that's usr is exactly like something that's tamei. In other words, if something's usr midiraisa, it's like it's tamei midiraisa. And if something's usr midirabanan, so then it's like tamei midirabanan. And therefore, Chananya Zgan HaKohanim allowed to burn meat that's a shlishi together with liquids that are a rishon, as you see in the chart. Why? According to Remeir, that shlishi is only the rabbanon, because mashkim can't be metama something else midiraisa, only midirabanan. According to Rabbi Yossi, the shlishi is a deraisa, because midiraisa mashkim liquids could be metama something else. Therefore, very simple. In the 7th hour erev Pesach, where it's also midiraisa tit chametz, according to everyone, you could take chametz that's truma tahira and burn it together with chametz that's truma tmeya, because right now you can't eat it according to everybody. In the 5th hour, where midrabanan you could eat chametz, So then, according to everyone, you cannot burn chametz that's truma tahira together with chametz that's truma tameh. The whole machlokes is in the 6th hour, where there's an issa d'rabbanan to eat the chametz. So then, according to Reb Meir, it's asa to burn, it's mutter to burn, because the rabbanan, the chametz d'rabbanan, is the same thing as a regular isser. And Memela, that isser is like tameh, and Memela you could burn it together. The isser of chametz is like tuma, and we said it's the same. The Gemara says, don't bring a raya from pigul and noisar. Pigul, a person had a machshava when he was shechting that he's going to eat it out of the allotted time or out of the allotted place, and noisar that it physically went past the allotted time. According to Beis Hillel, you could burn the two together, pigul and noisar, together with tameh. The second thing is tuma. So you see from here that the isser of pigul goes together with tuma, and the answer is, says the Gemara, no. Pigul and noisar are also considered tameh, the rabbanon. The Gemara says, don't bring any raya from bread that got moldy, which right now is not royu lachilas adam, but it is royu lachilas kelev. That is, if it became tummy before, the tumah doesn't dissipate because it's still royu lachilas kelev. So the halacha is you can take this bread, if it's truma, and it's tar, and burn it together with chametz that's tummy. The reason you can't bring a rye from this case is because this bread that's moldy is considered afra ba'alma, it's just dirt. Have a wonderful day.